Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchee. Long time no see. I know I've been off YouTube for like 2-3 months, probably 3 months now, but just responsibilities and family. I had to take some time off to attend to some issues that I've attending to, but we're back now and let's resume doing what we love doing most. So I am prepping my face using this mist from Colorpop. It's actually a setting spray. I'm just using it for kind of like a moisturizer to dampen my face for primer. And next I'm priming my face using this primer from the Ordinary, the adherence silicone primer. Next is foundation. This one is from Colorpop and it's the no filter foundation. My shade is medium dark 135, which is the perfect shade for me. Usually I like my foundation a shade darker, but not this one. This is just the perfect shade of yellow. I'm using this brush from BH Cosmetics and I think it's from the Rose Gold collection to buff it into my skin. Look at that finish. Next I'm going in with concealers. I use two concealers, a darker one and then a lighter one. These ones are from Colorpop, so I'm using this darker one which matches just my skin tone to correct as well as conceal my under eye area and whatever hyperpigmentation and discoloration I might have. I know it looks like I don't have any, but really it's just the light and blurring it out. So next I'm going in with the lighter one to highlight my under eye area, my corners of the mouth, my cheekbone, not a cheekbone, my jaw, and really whatever high points in my face, wherever it is I want to highlight, then I will just blend that out using my beauty sponge, of course. Next I'm going with my contour shade and this one is from LA Girl and the color is in chestnut, which is not my shade. I usually use Beautiful Burns to contour, but I couldn't find it, so I decided to use this one, which is too dark, at least 2 shades darker for me. Yeah, that's the face you make when you know you just committed a makeup blunder, but I did make it work at the end. So I just used my beauty sponge, same I used to blend my concealer just to buff it into my skin. So the concealer, when mixed with the contour shade, created the perfect contour for me. So now I'm using the same brush I used to apply my foundation just to reverse contour as well as erase whatever mistakes I must have made on contouring. And next I'm going in with my Katt Von D shade and light contour palette. First of all I'm going with that banana shade right there, which is a bright yellow shade, to set my concealer first, which is what I usually do. And then I'm using a lighter color from the same palette, but to also just set my concealer as well as apply a little bit of excess to catch fallouts, whatever eyeshadow fallout that may fall on my cheek when doing my eyeshadow makeup. And next I'm just setting my contour using the same Katt Von D shade and light contour. I'm using the middle shade there, which is the lighter shade, to bronze as well as set my contour. I really love this palette. When the whole Katt Von D anti-vax and no anti-vax came out, it really broke my heart because at the point I wanted to just discard it, but thank God she addressed the issue. Now I can keep my palette. I know it sounds weird. So now I'm contouring my nose. Most days I don't really bother contouring my nose. On some days I just contour my nose just to bring back dimension that your foundation takes off when you apply your foundation. And next I'm going in with the same setting powder just to clean up. Always clean up, you know, always clean up. You don't know what measurement I've made. Now I'm just priming my eyelid for our eyeshadow. I'm using the stick concealer from Maybelline and then I'm setting it lightly with powder. This is the same brush I used to set my concealer. Next is this eyeshadow palette from Colorpop. It's the Colorpop Bretman. Bretman collection. I'm going in with the first shade called or whatever. I'm just using that as a transition shade. The next is this soft pink color called Period. It's a matte color. I'm using it also to apply on my crease. To also create a smooth transition because we're going for a cut crease. So I'm building the colors on my eyelid. Next, I'm going in with this color from the Colorpop palette. It's the Mar palette, and the shade is called Top Down. It's a really dark chocolatey brown color. I'm using it to define my outer crease. I'm just using it on the 1/3 part of my crease to further define my eye. So this is the part we're going to cut when we want to cut our crease. So I'm just buffing and blending out the edges using the first brush we used to apply our initial pink shade. Next, I'm cutting my crease and I'm using the Colorpop foundation and this little detail brush from Zoeva. So how you cut your crease is just when you apply the first one, you look up. When you look up, whenever the concealer touches, that is where you stop your. That is where you start from to cut your crease. So which is exactly what I did. But I'm not doing anything over the top now. So I'm just gonna let you watch me cut the rest of the crease. Then we will come back. Next, I'm going in back to the lid palette using the same color called Period. I'm just going to use it to further just blend those lines there so they don't look like I have like a really sharp line on my crease. This is the Morphe 35D palette. I'm using that really bright green there. I know there's a green color on the Mar palette, but it just wasn't the shade of green that I wanted. And besides, the one on the Mar palette is certainly kind of a mint green. I wanted a darker matte green, so that is why I went into the Morphe 35D palette. So digging back into the Colorpop Mar palette, I went into that light mint color called, I don't know what it's called, but it's spelled HYWY. So I'm using the small detailed brush to apply on the remaining space I made after I applied the initial green color, just to create a smooth transition. So I'm just going back and forth with the first darker green and then the minty green to create a smoother transition on my eyelid. Now I'm just lining my eyes lightly, nothing over the top, using the e.l.f. liner, and then I did my lashes off camera. I'm not supposed to do it off camera, but I think the camera stopped recording at this point. I didn't know, but really what I just did was apply my bronzer and blush and then did my under eye and applied mascara and then lashes. Now I'm just lining my lips with the elegant lip liner. No, I think Jordana lip liner. And then this lipstick is from MAC. I can't remember the color shade, but I'll leave it in the description box. And then we're applying my lip liner again, just to slightly overline my lips. Sometimes I like overlining my lips. So this is pretty much the finished look. Really subtle, but somehow not too subtle. And this right here is the finished look. Be sure to leave me your comments and your suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe to my videos, and do take care of yourself until I come your way next time. Bye bye.